And now, Deep Thoughts
by a Sussex squaddie. Excuse me. Praise the Lord. Oh, sorry. I don't know, this courtroom, is it hot or cold? It's cold or hot. Let me get my glasses. On, off, on. I need to write a letter to Harry. Dear Harry, I can be your Meghan.
If you'll be my bodyguard,
I can be your long lost pal. Do. When are they serving the hors d'oeuvres? There must be a snack bar around here. When is the intermission?
Ma'am, please be seated.
Okay, they trying to starve me out in here. Good thing I brought my little snacks. Let me see if I have some tea in here. Oh, yes. Oh, that's better, isn't it? I think I need a mint now. Let me get a mint out my handbag. Oh, here comes Harry. I support you, Prince Harry. If you are members of the press, you are the reason he's not in England. Breaking news from Daily Mail Royals. Prince Harry was escorted from a High Court hearing about his security arrangements today, shielded by his bodyguards after an agitated supporter disrupted proceedings. The bespectacled supporter, a diminutive shaven-head black woman who looked in her 50s, had attracted attention after arriving late to the public gallery and repeatedly shifting in her seat and fiddling and fidgeting with two phones and a notebook. The Duke's long-term head security man, David Langdown, 57, and another burly aide appeared to focus on the woman, anxious if a threat to his safety was present. When the hearing broke so the public and press could leave before a secret session involving security details could begin, Langdown and the other bodyguard ensured that as the Duke was led out of the room at a royal courts of justice, they were between him and the woman and her phones. As he passed her within touching distance, the woman suddenly shouted out instinctively what appeared to be, "I support you, Prince Harry." As the Duke was hurried out, the woman turned to the press gallery and said, "If you are members of the press, you're the reason he's not in England." She was then kept to one side by a member of the court security before being led out of the building away from members of the public. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Leilani of Barbados. The comedy writes itself. These aunties in the black community are always digging up in their purses, always looking for something. I don't know what they're looking for, but they're always fidgeting. Whenever you give them a seat to sit down in, these aunties will literally just, dig up and dig up and dig up. What are they looking for? You almost want to tell them, just toss out everything out of the bag and start again. But of course, they would never do that because they like to agitate. They like to make people unsettled. And my girl came in this courtroom. We don't know her name. We don't know where she's from or what she's doing here. But the point is that this is a setup. This is to make it look as though Prince Harry is under threat. And the fact that the court security found that this auntie just looking in her handbag was a threat is hilarious to me. Because, I'm desensitized to this behavior. However, having said that, I do think that it was part of a plot to make Harry look so scared for his security in his life. He's up in this courtroom, right? Trying to get security for him and his family, different levels of high security. We don't know if he really wants to bring this security, this taxpayer British security back to the United States so that he can use the security there paid for by the taxpayers in the United Kingdom. We also don't think that Meghan is interested in United Kingdom security because she said she'd never return to the United Kingdom or her children. Anyway, the whole point is, what is he really in this courtroom to do? Harry's not going to win this case, is he? Even his father, King Charles, had to dip out real quick. I know that King Charles had an arrangement to meet up with Italy. This was a very monumentous occasion because, of course, this is the first time that the royal family has been represented represented in Italy as opposed to the Commonwealth, which is normal for them to go to the Commonwealth and do their appearances. But this was really important. So at the same time as Prince Harry came to England, King Charles was like, I'm just taking a rest in Gloucestershire before I go to Italy. I mean, clearly King Charles was trying to separate himself from his son so that there was no shenanigans going on, there was no representation going on. But Harry came up there. They said he was very stoic in the courtroom. He did not let on. He had a poker face a la his time in Vegas, but not really. It was sort of, I don't know. Like, it's a bunch of clownery. But anyway, back to the lady there inside the courtroom. Apparently she's a Sussex squaddie, and many people have come on and said, look, we recognize her. She's been flown all over the world by Harry and Meghan. She appears here, there, and everywhere with them. And now she's in the courtroom. Somehow she couldn't get it right. And somehow she didn't realize that she was going to be thrown under the bus by Meghan and Harry. She came there as a supporter, and Harry was afraid of her. Isn't that sad? It's the same way he tried to use the catastrophic car chase in New York. He tried to make the New York police say that he was under threat so that he can use it in this court case. It's the same way that he's using this bald head lady to say we're under threat all the time, even though this is a Sussex squad that has allegedly been paid to support Harry and Meghan. But when you take the mentally unwell, as it has been said many times, that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are using the mentally unwell people to support you, it's not going to go well. It's going to go mentally unwell. God. I'm trying to take this seriously, but it's really hard. They brought this woman into this courtroom, right, to say, oh, you're just going to come in the courtroom, darling, bald-head lady, and you're going to support Meghan and Harry, and everything's going to go well. And at the end of the day, she becomes a villain. She becomes what Harry is afraid of. It's disappointing. Anyway, I just wanted to point this out. This court case keeps going on. I'm really just waiting for the verdict to this point so I can put on my wig and do my whole judge thing. But in the meantime, we're just here to watch the shit show. The Royal Rogue said that Harry is trying to reinvent the Trump attack. Girl. And in the meantime, Meghan is trying to be this entrepreneur. She's putting up these pictures of her as a Girl Scout girl. Being an entrepreneur can start young. By the way, all these years later, and I'm still selling cookies. Tune in for the premiere of Confessions of a Female Founder featuring my dear friend Whitney and streaming wherever you get your podcast. Media. She's trying to hawk her goods so hard, but they're no goods. I know that because I went on the website. They're no goods. And now she's doing a podcast to try to explain to people that she's an entrepreneur when she's not. And if she would just let the other people who are actually businesswomen talk about their businesses, the podcast would have gone well. But it's got a lot of criticism because Meghan is not letting those people talk about their businesses. It's really a sad state of affairs, but we shouldn't be laughing. We should not laugh, but we should like the video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you would like to, because I have a lot more videos coming out and I have a lot more coverage to give. This, unfortunately, is giving crazy right now, and we have to keep following it. But it is their bed that they made, so they must lie in it. I love you so much. Lie in my bed, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.